Unified Security vizyonuyla Google Security Bölge Müdürü Sayın Othman Aldawamenah'ı sahneye davet ediyorum güçlü alkışlarınızla.
Slide'ı aldık mı acaba?
Welcome. Welcome. Do you need
It's coming.
clicker?
Yeah. Slide.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good afternoon, Istanbul. It's not my first time, it's my second time, and I'm glad that I made it this year as well. You guys have made it even busier, outdoors and indoors. So I'd like to thank everybody for making their time. It's going to be an English session, so you can use it for cybersecurity education, or probably an opportunity to correct me when I say something wrong in English. My name is Othman Aldawamenah. I am the regional manager for Google Cloud Security, and I'd like to take this opportunity today to talk about a problem that is very much related to the CISOs, right? We're here in an event that is pretty much related to CISOs. What we try to focus on is how are we able to stay ahead of the latest threats, right? As CISOs, we don't really want to get our hands in the middle of controls. We have teams that manage controls, we have teams that manage visibility, and we have teams that manage other things. But our role is mainly focused on the ability to connect those teams and get the best performance out of it. How can we do that? We do that by trying to be ahead of the threat actors. For us to be ahead of them, we need to learn about them, which means we need to focus on the threat intelligence part and take all this information from the threat intelligence part, infuse it into our Google security operation or whatever operation system we use, and then leverage the fact that most of our application today has gone to the browser level. So we all remember the days that we used to focus on securing the perimeter, which means all the firewalls, all the data centers. Now we're in the cloud. Furthermore, every application is run from a browser. And with Chrome Enterprise, we're able to secure that browser in terms of also securing the applications and the data in the system. Now, for us to do this, we need resources as well. And not every company and not every CISO has access to hundreds of resources or tens of resources. So consulting services is also what we need to focus on. We collect all of this data and we put it in what we call a security data fabric. We infuse it with AI. This gives us at least the ability to be at least in that race with the attackers. So when we talk about threat intelligence, we're talking about understanding the threat actors, understanding their tactics, techniques. More importantly, we also need to understand our vulnerabilities. So we really need to move away from the legacy way of where threat intelligence is collected, moved into IOCs, and then we push it all to our SIEM and try to be lucky. Now, when we move our threat intelligence IOC to the SIEM, we have a lot of data. In some cases, we have 3 months of data. Some cases, we have 6 months. What we try to do is to literally keep the data as a hot storage at least for 12 months. Why? Because this will allow us to be able to detect, investigate, and respond in time. Now, again, this will allow us to move away from the traditional SIEM challenges, which is like you always need more data, which will lead to more investigations. And when they are manual, then it's a challenge. Now, we all invested in SIEM solutions. The biggest challenge here is in this number. With everything we invested in, yet in 56% of the cases, we learn about those attacks from an external party. What does this mean? It means that our investment is only 50% efficient at best. the legacy SIM solutions, whether they are on-prem or somehow in a hybrid environment or on the cloud, they are noisy. They cannot cover all the data, and they're very difficult to get outcomes out of it without putting a lot of people to run it, right? What are we trying to achieve? We're trying to build a unified platform where we can detect, investigate, and respond, apply AIs to it, apply threat intelligence to it, and be able to use it while we go to the cloud. I'm sure many of you heard about the announcement a couple of weeks ago from Google and from Turkcell about the future for Google in Turkey. And hyperscalers are going to be what you're probably going to worry about as CISOs in the next few years. So here is a complete picture of what can get you ahead of the attackers. When we say applied threat intelligence, it's applied not only on the SIM, it's applied not only on the incident response, but it's also applied on your day-to-day visibility and decision-making as a CISO. Now, where are we getting this visibility? We're getting it from Google. So our ability to provide data and visibility have been there for the last 20 years. We cover, we scan all the Gmail attachment. We have all our data center around the globe. So you can imagine the numbers. I'm not going to talk about the numbers. I'm going to jump directly to a use case where, because of our incident response practice and the amount of hours we spend on a yearly basis to address those challenges, we're able to tell you that this specific threat actor is now performing an active IR engagement on it. Now, can you imagine you're able to do this without having to do all those steps by actually automating it and infusing it with AI? And now we can imagine that 56% that we talked about in the previous slide, is it going to be 100% today? No, but at least we're coping up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.